Hi guys, welcome back to the Upper Tier channel. I'm Emma, and as always, I'm joined by Bren this week for What's the Crackdown, our rundown on SmackDown, wrestling news. We've got lots to talk about, so I guess we better get to it. How are you doing, Bren?
I am having the worst technical issues in the world. I keep freezing. Apologies, we are late on. This is my fault completely.
Yeah.
You may have noticed I'm in a slightly different location, and I think that's what's causing it. But this is on me, and I apologize for the late start. But look,
Mm.
SmackDown. Well, the next two SmackDowns are in the bag. Only be talking
Yes.
about this week's one. And I think I've frozen again, but I'll continue to talk.
Yeah.
And no problem at all. Emma, do you know what? Let's keep it. Let's keep rolling with the punches.
Let's go.
Um, let's go. How do you want to start this?
I suppose we better start with the opening of SmackDown, which is we got SmackDown out of the way, guys, and then we have a lot to go on. We have a few slides as well for you in terms of wrestling news, things that are in the media right now. There's lots to talk about. So I think we should just get SmackDown done and dusted.
Yes, I totally agree with you. Damien Priest opened. It was kind of like an old school opening. What did you think of it?
Listen, it's been a while, I think, since he's kind of opened a show, and I am a fan of Damien Priest. I do believe that it's kind of been a decline for him at the minute. But again, you know what? Him opening, I wasn't expecting it at all. But we all kind of knew where his opening was heading, unfortunately. I know, maybe some people say unfortunately or fortunately, but we all kind of knew who would come out. What do you think of it?
Yeah, so I think there's a couple of things here. So on the first week in January, they're turning to 3 hours basically, and I think they're gonna need to make that a big show. So I'm thinking maybe there's some kind of a gimmick match there, maybe some kind of a cage match or something along the lines of that. But either way, it'll be something to move. It'll be something to move the feud forward, but also fill the 3 hours of SmackDown. What do they think of the process overall? Look, Damien Priest did a cool he did a cool double knee off the side of the ring. That was deadly. The physicality was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But look, I'll be honest with you. I think that they might be dragging it a bit, if I'm honest. But let's see where it goes. It might have something to do with the 3 hour SmackDown, or maybe maybe there's just a lack of creative, which we've seen. But let's see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it has kind of dragged on a bit, and I don't know where they're going. But if they were to go to like an Extreme Rules or a cage match or like Hell in a something that is extreme, I feel like that'd be very fitting for their kind of feud because we can kind of see in the last few weeks like they mean business. They are beating each other down.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And look, but let's hope at that point then it's the end of it. I think it's great to see the Towers of Doom back, or I don't is it the Towers of Doom? Sorry, my head is a bit of a cloud today. But it's great to see him back with Rhea and so on. But I'd love to see a solo one-on-one match. And look, let's get it.
Let's get it
Let's
out.
get
Like,
it sort. Let's get it out of the way. Can I just bring up a comment, please?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I think
Let's.
you might be onto something. There we go. Straight from Niall. Niall, how are you telling? I'm running a muck here.
You're
Running an
still frozen.
absolute muck here. I'm still frozen. And do you know what? It actually looks like I'm in the background of a West, which is something we haven't brought up in a while.
Yes.
Sadly. Sadly, it looks like I'm in the back round of a Westlife song. We have Reggie there. What's the crack, Bren? Love the retro shirt. Thank you very much. Evening, Brendan and Emma. What's the crack? Barry, what's the crack? I keep saying, what's the crack? What's the crack down?
Bracket.
Um, Hosa, hey, oh, hey, hello. And oh, hello, Neve Lambo. Brenny babes, you are doing great. We love you, Neve, Connor, and Rosie. That
Ah,
is, uh, that's right. Thanks. How's the lovely Emma? Love the hoodie, says Reggie.
thank you. I have the Roman Reigns hoodie on. Thank you.
That the Reigns hoodie?
Yes. The greatness on a
Oh,
different. Yeah.
Ah, quality.
It's
We
actually
love that.
very comfy, I have to say.
We have Ekosa, how are you? And our good friend Dave Kelly is in. What do you think of that, Emma?
Hello. Hey Dave. I say Dave's happy with the slide we have coming up anyway.
Yep, he's going to be a happy man.
Very
And of course, Noel straight back in. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Oh, Noel, it's pain. Evening, guys. You look great. Thank you, Mark. Mark, good to see you. And of
hello.
course, Bren, where are you frozen? That's a great question, Mark. I've no idea. I'm gonna try get it fixed whilst I'm on the show. But as it
Yeah.
stands now, I look like I'm in the back of a Westlife video. Wait, it doesn't matter why you're frozen. Yes, Mark. Come on, that is quality. Uh, John Cena, I'm so sad, bro. We are sad
Yeah.
too, and we're gonna touch on that in a little bit.
Yes. I feel like every week is like a weekly therapy session now. After that, definitely.
Emma, this is this is a whole week without John Cena. We're on the Saturday now, and look, I guess I guess we'll get to the John Cena thing because I have a couple more things to say about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
right. We go on to Lash Legend and Nia Jax. What's your take on
Of
all
course.
that?
So I I just knew because they're both two. They're listen. The four of them, they are brilliant female wrestlers. They are great, great tag team. I really enjoy them. I'm a huge fan of Kabuki Warriors. I really am. But you know what? I knew Lash Legend and Nia Jax were gonna win. I just knew it because
Yeah,
they are such powerhouses, and Lash Legend is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'm really enjoying her time on SmackDown. I feel like with Nia as well, like they're quite a good tag team because again, it's like they're like destroyers, like nothing's gonna stand in their way. And of course, the match, I quite enjoyed. I did enjoy this match. To be fair, I thought Asuka and Kyrie were very good, considering the Nia and Lash were like two powerhouses, but they still performed really well, which I liked. And of course, Nia and Lash had won. What do you think of the whole match overall?
yeah. I am like with that. Do you think Nia kind of needs Lash Legend at the moment? Do you think it's kind of refreshing to see that, and do you think it's something that she needed?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like Nia Jax would come out and she would be booed. She had everything with Tiffy and everything. To see her in kind of a tag team with and they complement each other so well. It's quite refreshing to see because I am a fan of Nia Jax. To be fair, like I've never really been on the hate train for Nia Jax. I think she's really great, and it is refreshing to see her as a tag team, and it fits them both well. I think, especially for Lash to come up on the main roster and have a tag partner that's really established, knows her character. They're really good, in my opinion.
I just want to go on record to say I love the Kabuki Warriors. I
Yes.
think the Kabuki Warriors are they've been amazing since day one. And I think, look, if you dislike the Kabuki Warriors, what are you on? You must be on some kind of
Yeah.
crack or something like that because they're phenomenal. And I love talking about the Kabuki Warriors as well,
Yeah.
as we all love talking about the Kabuki Warriors on Pro Wrestling Weekly.
Of course.
So I'll leave that there. How are you, Keith? How are you? I think we have Keith in there. What he's saying is Bren streaming down in Mayo. That bogger. Do you know what? Keith, I'm having a mare in terms of tech issues. You're probably better off not seeing what I'm doing now. Hello,
Hello.
Kosa. Uh, that good Wi-Fi. I know, I know. With Lash Legend, it has helped Nia too. That's what we're
Definitely.
thinking. Think that's what we're thinking. Um, So come here, Emma. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out of the show and come back in
Yeah.
um
Perfect.
in a few minutes. So if you want to continue, then I think that you can go on to maybe Charlotte and Alexa and I don't know the female tag team. I want to apologize to everybody. This is on me. I'm having tech issues, but I'll be back in a few minutes. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, guys. You're in safe hands. I got you guys.
You're in more than safe hands. I'll be with you in two.
Perfect. So, of course, as we've all seen, oh, it's just me now. Hi, guys. So, as we've all seen, of course, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss both came out after Nia Jax had defeated a Lash Legend and Nia Jax had defeated the Kabuki Warriors. And of course, we see where this is heading. It is heading to a tag team match. Will Charlotte and Alexa retain? I'm not too sure. I'm really not too sure. Just because, as I said before, they are such powerhouses. But one thing that I've kind of realized while watching Charlotte and Alexa, of course, is that they complement each other as well. We have two teams that complement each other. They work together so well. And, it is refreshing to see at the same time. I would love for them. You know what? I'm going to go on the record and say that I would absolutely love for them to win the WWE Tag Team Championships, which would be great. It really would, just to give them a bit of a break. So, obviously, after we'd seen Charlotte and Alexa kind of have a run in with Lash Legend and Nia Jax, we were then brought to a segment of Julia, who is a past United States Championship holder, as we all know. And Julia, she was not happy. She is not happy at all. And I think with Julia is they need her to go into a direction because Julia is very talented. Um, I mean, drop in the comments who you guys would love to see with the United States Championship. I love Chelsea Green with it. I love Chelsea Green with the championship. I think she is just phenomenal. I think we can all agree she is brilliant, of course. I'm kind of moving fast right now, so hopefully Bren will join us back soon. So then after the Julia segment, we were brought to one of our favorites backstage, The Miz. The Miz is looking. Bren's back. It's
Awesome.
back. Awesome. The Miz is here, guys.
Yes. Do you know, true story? Beth Phoenix told me I look like the Miz. I met
Yeah.
Beth Phoenix and she says, "Hey, you kind of look like the Miz." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks." It was like years ago, so I was a bit like, "Oh, Scarlett, I thought you were gonna say I look like Randy Orton or John Cena,"
Hey,
but she
listen,
did
The
not.
Miz is great.
What did you think of the Miz? Yeah. So where were you going with that with the Miz? And again, I'm sorry about all this.
You're all good. I was on the Miz segment and Or Truth, which I think was really funny. I did burst
Uh,
out laughing.
Nick Aldis,
Yeah.
English balls. Yikes.
And the Joe Pesci. I believe in Joe Pesci.
So
That was
good. Of course, we're at Christmas. It's Home Alone time. Yeah, you can do it if you want.
exactly.
It's Home Alone time. So it's Joe Pesci, and I love Joe Pesci. He's one of the best in the
Yeah,
world. How cool
he's
was
amazing.
that? Um, yeah. Go on anyway. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, yeah. Coming on to my show, interrupt. No, I'm joking.
I'll stick it
So
through the door.
the Miz, obviously, the Miz is not happy, guys. We can all see. The Miz is like, "Where's my match? What's going on?" And of course, we have Or Truth coming in, and he's like, "I believe in Joe Pesci," which I thought was so funny. I
It was
just
brilliant.
because Joe Pesci's great. I didn't know who he was gonna say at all. I thought he was gonna say Joe Hendry and he'd come out, but with the Joe Pesci, I was like, you know what, that's even better, almost even better. What did you think of the segment?
I thought it was brilliant. Obviously, massive Joe Pesci fan. Love all of his films. We have there's an Irish comedian called Al Foran. By the way, big wrestling fan as well. But he's the best impressionist of the entire world. I've been to see him a few times. Every single time he does Joe Pesci, I fall around the place laughing. His name is
I'm
Al Foran. If you haven't seen him, look him up. He's bloody brilliant. I would dare say it's up there with your Trump impression, which is a
oh
pretty big deal. It's a pretty
that,
big deal. I gotta tell you. I'm terrible at impressions, but your Trump one,
oh
bloody
that's
nails it for
hard to
me.
beat.
Oh, it's hard to beat. It's hard to beat. Yeah, no, look, I love it, but look, I'm I'm pissed off with the Miz's treatment. I
Yes,
don't like it. He deserves so much better, and maybe he's gonna get it in 2026. But based on the WWE creative, I doubt it. I
yeah,
doubt it. They're proactively trying to piss us all off. But yeah, look, it was funny anyway. Our truth I love R-Truth. When he got released last year, I was brokenhearted. When he came back, I
Yeah.
was happier. And then they fumbled that.
I feel like every week we talk about how the Miz needs to be treated better, to be honest. Because
We
every
do.
week it's just the same thing.
100%.
Definitely.
100%.
Is there any
Um,
comments going?
let's check on the old comments because I imagine there's a few. Um, we hate Gunter and what he did to John Cena.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Look, I more so I hate the WWE and how they treated the whole John Cena thing.
I Triple H.
Lads, I love Damian Priest. This is from Keith, the big Kabuki Warriors fan. Lads, I love Damian Priest, but God, they need to end this Priest and Allard feud. It's ran its course. To be fair, Keith, I agree with you.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna lean on the 3 hour SmackDown. There is Emma. I think it's cool that you're a girl wrestler. Love Rosie.
Aww.
So
Thank you, Rosie. Thank you.
that's my
So much.
daughter.
That's so nice, lad.
And Connor thinks the same as well. Ah, they're the best.
Aww.
Um, Chelsea Green is money. Emma 100% agree. Keith Siri.
Yeah.
There you go. Keith Siri agreeing with Emma. I love this.
Oh, wow.
The SmackDown show, we bring people together when I'm not frozen. We bring people together is what we do.
You are not alone.
Oh, which is one of Keith's favorite singers, by the way, and mine too.
Oh.
Yes. I thought The Miz and Troop was very good. Yes, there you go. And Keith has a question for you, Emma.
Top 3 favorite female wrestlers. I am going to go. Oh my. This is very hard because, as everyone knows, female wrestling, top tier, up, upper tier, as I'm going to say. Definitely a few of my favorites. I don't think I have a top 3. AJ Lee, Becky Lynch, Chelsea Green, Charlotte Flair, Bailey, of course, Lyra. Definitely those guys up there. Those are the
I think when you're
favorites. And
passionate about and Lita, I think when you're passionate about something like that, and the way you are passionate about something, I think it's very difficult to pick a top 3 anything. It's very
yes,
difficult. So, say for example, I love film,
yes.
and somebody says to me, "What's your favorite film?"
I,
And I love music as well, and like I mean, I know everybody knows I love Westlife and all that stuff. But my favorite artist can change on the day,
yeah.
all of that. So, and it's like that. If you ask me what my favorite female, I'll tell you what. I'll show you what I'm laughing at now in a second. If you ask me what my
Okay.
favorite female wrestler is or favorite male wrestler, it's the same reaction, Emma.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. A great question. And look, Niall always says this: there's no right or wrong in wrestling opinions unless you're Sports Illustrated. But we'll get to that. Mark Hogan's in. I miss the days of stables, DX, the NWO, Brood Corporation. We need, with that in mind, my question for you is to pick a boy band to make your ideal boy band.
Ooh.
Jesus. Oh my God. That has stopped me in my tracks. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Are you a boy band person, Emma?
You know what? My music taste is so like various that yeah, I am. I love a bit of a jam to a boy band. Cleaning the
Samesies.
house and like yeah, put on a bit of like Boyzone or something. Bit of
Hmm.
it's great. Definitely. Don't know who I'd have in a boy band from WWE though. Don't know. I feel like Cody
But
Rhodes.
for you to pick from different groups, I think he's saying which would you pick a member from each boy band group? Mark, let me think about that and get back to you because
Yeah.
that's a quality question, which we'll definitely address. Gunther versus AJ in 2026. Good
Hope
Lord,
not.
I hope not. I don't think AJ Lee would. I think AJ Lee would kick his ass, to be honest with you. But you
Listen,
must mean AJ
Black Widow.
Styles.
Yeah. No
Emma,
Black
they
Widow.
foreshadowed. They foreshadowed that. Oh, I'm not happy with that. Boy
Yeah.
band member. Poxy predictive text. Give me Joe Dolan. Me oh my Mark. That's not cool. Love the list, Emma. My 3 is Liv, Tiffany.
yes.
Don't need to say everyone knows. Lol. Yeah, Kabuki Warriors. You're a big Kabuki Warriors guy.
Nikki Bell. No, I'm
Uh,
joking. Stephanie Vickers.
oh,
Stephanie Vickers. Stephanie Vickers.
Backstreet Boys all the way for me. Keith,
Yes.
uh, tell me why. Haha. Spot on, Bren. I tried to throw you at the start of the question, but I went from boy band members. Mark, I'll 100% get back to you on that. Guys, your awards the other evening. You guys did not mention Roxanne Perez. Interesting, David. Very
Hmm.
interesting.
You know what?
I
She's
know.
so established. I don't think she needs more, she's so established, she's not even upcoming. She's a superstar. That's the real answer.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I think while she wasn't mentioned in the awards, I think somebody, Keith might have said it, or they might have brought her up. Come here.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, Emma, what did you think of what did you think of my boy Cody, and the interaction with Drew McIntyre? Did you cover that when I was off?
No,
When I was
haven't
off
got to
there?
that. I was going to like
Right.
chronological kind.
Excellent. Let's go chronological. What's next?
We have Julia and Alba Fire. So what do you think?
What did I think? I thought that Julia and Alba Fire, I thought it was quick.
Yeah.
I think the Alba I I think the Alba Fire is they're not really building her up. Look, it was quick and it was very, very straightforward. There's nothing to it. It was just to advance something. I think the match went 3 or maybe 5 minutes, or less than 5 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah, it was good. Again, I'd love to see a bit more of Alba Fire 'cause she is talented. Love to see a bit more, in terms of like booking creative for her. I think Julie is great as well, and I think she needs like kind of a stable kind of story to kind of bring that out as she's on the main roster. But also, please let Chelsea Green keep the title, please,
Oh,
just for a bit. I think
100%.
they can't let her lose yet. No.
No, not a chance. I give her the belt for a long time, establish it. If she loses it again, I don't want up, down, left, right. Keep your hand on eight,
Yes.
press start booking. I want Chelsea Green to have a long run, like a mixture of comedy, good wrestling.
Yeah.
She's just a super talent.
She's
Do you know
brilliant.
what?
She's absolutely.
I can I can see why WWE signed her up till after 2030, if that is true.
Yeah,
I can
definitely.
see why.
And then we have the Cody segment. What do you think of that?
Right. So, I thought it was it was
Here we
very
go.
kind of like 2009, kind of like a bit too dramatic. And what was it? Cody's line, "Merry Christmas, asshole," something like that at the end.
Yeah.
um, look, it was a bit too dramatic for my liking. Normally, like, do you remember Triple H and Randy Orton had that thing where Triple H went to Orton's house? This would have been about 20, I
Yes,
forget which
yes.
year it was, but
That was.
I didn't like that. I thought it was phony. But this, I don't know. It was all right. I'm glad they're moving forward with the story, and I like the fact that Cody can't touch. I know that Drew can't touch Cody. So look, it was a
Yeah.
bit over the top, and the last line was a bit much. But I adored the interaction that between Aldis and Cody. Then I
Yes.
think we'll touch on that in a little bit. Yeah, because there's something about
Yeah.
that. We'll touch on it when we get there. Sorry. What did you think of it?
Yeah, again, I'm kind of same as you. It was very much, I don't know, almost cringing at some lines, kind of.
Yeah.
And you know what? Cody is great on the mic. He really is. I think he's great as a talent and stuff, but it's just kind of that part was like, I was like, oh, Cody, come on, get off the stage. Go on, come on. It's crazy, Cody. Don't put us through this, like.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. It was the like sometimes that's funny though, that kind of cheese, and it's like Merry Christmas, asshole. It's kind of like very 80s film. It's kind of
Yeah, it's
like,
the old Christmas
yeah.
film, like.
Acer says something interesting here. Well, I'll just bring it in
Ooh,
because this is what I'm thinking.
I'd
Do
love
you
that.
think the same?
I think part of me is kind of thinking it could be they could just have him because he's great on the mic. That could just be it, or maybe this is the start of the heel turn. But I think we've all been kind of waiting for the heel turn for so long. What do you think?
Do you know what? I will take that and I will raise you a Nick Aldis heel turn.
Oh,
Maybe. Wouldn't that
never
be
cook.
cool?
That would
So I
be
was
that.
thinking about this and I was like, you know what? Yeah, because I'm thinking along the same lines. Look, it's going to be Cody. But you know what? And Nick Aldis. Imagine Nick Aldis went bad guy. It would be a nice little twist. Let's not forget, Aldis is in peak wrestling shape. He can put
Yeah,
those boots on. This isn't
and
Vince McMahon 99. This dude can wrestle.
he's not going to tear
This
his
is an
quads.
no. This that was brilliant. This is an N. Well, we'll touch on that before the Rumble. But this is
Yeah.
an NWA champ, a former NWA champ, and he's brilliant. I don't know. Let's see what happens there. Let's see what
I think that'd be
happens.
quite cool.
Yeah, it would be a cool twist. And do you know what? WWE could do with a twist.
Yeah, something different, lads. Just something. And then, of course, we will have the tag match DIY, Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov,
All
which
right.
you know what? I think this is my favorite of the night
Okay.
personally, just because I'm such a fan of Ilya Dragunov now. I really am.
Hmm.
What do you think of the match?
I agree with you. I think Dragonoff, man
Yeah.
of the match again. He's the highlight of a very kind of. He was a highlight. Look, it was a very average SmackDown, and he's the highlight of it. The one of the things was, and I'm not sure. They show on one of the broadcasts. They showed DIY entering. Um,
Yes.
Sean O, I hope you're watching. Wow. Send those guys back to NXT. Look, nothing against them. They're very, very good. This match proves that they're excellent, but they're better in NXT. That's where they should be. That's it. I've said it every
Yeah.
week, and I'm not going to say it again. Send them back to NXT. Mind you, that tag division could deal with a bloody shake-up, but whilst the women's tag team division, in contrast, seems to be hotting up a little bit.
Yes. Which we love to
I,
see, of course.
of course, and it's about bloody time because those once there was one stage I remember when the women's tag belts, it was like, who's champion again? Who's holding those
Yeah, it's
belts?
just like,
Oh, they
what's that?
exist. And now it's like it's looking like there could be some kind of a. I suspect there's going to be a ladder match, and I think
Which is
the
great.
SmackDown. Yeah, they're going to put on a barn burner.
Yeah,
It's
of
going to be
course.
off the wall. It's
Yeah.
going to be off the
It was
wall.
great.
Look, I agree with you. That match was bloody brilliant, and like you said, I totally agree. Man of the match.
Yeah. I mean, him hitting off the table and then he's just it's almost like he able to like just perform like that then. I just think he's brilliant. He's really brilliant,
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
which was great to see. And like to come back to WWE, I think after, a period of time missing and being able to come back like this, I think it's just amazing. It's really, really great.
He's such an MVP. I am.
And
I'm can't wait for his future.
oh yeah, definitely. And of course, I think also Tommaso Ciampa was brilliant. He was really good. I think he was great in that match
Yeah,
as well.
he was
Definitely.
deadly.
He
They're
was
so
brilliant.
good. They like the two of them individually are brilliant. They're great wrestlers, but I think what they suffer from is the fact that WWE didn't pull triggers at the right time. They were too slow to do something. They went back to the well too much on on Champa doing it, turning,
Yes.
just completely turning. And I think it got to a point where it's like, oh, those guys. Well, eventually one of them's going to turn. We know who, and then that's
Yeah.
going to happen. We're not invested,
No, we're
and in
not.
this case, I'm out.
But I think if they were to go back to NXT, they'd almost have like this legendary status. Like they're like the top dogs
Hmm.
almost with this. Even though NXT has brilliant tag teams, like, they're kind of like the older kind of, not older so to speak, but like they'd have this legendary status because they'd fit so well in there. And I feel like that would be great for NXT as well. And Candice LeRae.
I kind of feel like she's been held down a little bit as a
Yeah.
result. I think you said it. That was your point, actually. I think
Yeah, I remember.
you,
Yeah.
you said it a
She's
while ago.
she's definitely like she's so talented. She's brilliant, and I feel like even in NXT they could do like have another tag team and another girl, and like they could mix it up. They could have her as a singles even for a bit. It would be great.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
Come here. Speaking of the women's division, what did you think of the Jade Cargill interview?
I so listen. I'm a fan of Jade. I am, but again, it's just like I'm not invested fully enough to actually enjoy like everything. What did you think?
Look, here's the thing on this. Massive
Okay.
fan of Jade. Massive
Yeah.
fan. I think she's just been booked completely incorrect. I think it's one of those occasions where WWE are after getting it wrong from the foundations, and they might have got to a point where they've gone so far they're not going to be able to recover this. So they have to do something. They have to do something. This whole Meechin coming in hitting with the I nearly said nightstick. Big boss man
With the
represent
lightsaber.
with the lightsaber, but more with the look. This is going to be a squash match. Meechin's going to get her head kicked in again.
No.
I don't know why they're continuing it. Let's just get it over and done with. And they need to hit the refresh button, and they need to do something with that soon.
Definitely. I mean, like, I was like looking at it, and I was like, Meechin, just get out with her already. Like, listen, come on. If you know what's good for you, get them to book you somewhere else for a bit because you're very talented. You deserve something. But Jay Cargill is
Hundred
just gonna
percent,
squash everyone.
100%. Totally agree with you.
Yeah, it's for definite at this rate.
Can I ask
And
you a
then
question? Go on. Sorry, go on.
no. What was the question?
If you were in charge of that now, what would you do with Jade Cargill? Like, I like, would you take the belt off her, take her off TV for a while, maybe refresh, or do you think they can just basically turn it around by just fixing it, have her go out there and just do squash matches that are 2 minutes Goldberg esque?
I think. See, okay, I've a lot of takes right now, but if so, okay, say if Lash Legend and Nia Jax they weren't in a tag team, I'd love to see a proper match with either one of those two because again, powerhouses. I think that would be
Good.
great. Have her keep the title for a bit until someone like Bianca Belair comes back, and then we can start a proper story. Just start this proper story. Have them have this
Yes,
huge feud. Be like, you were my partner. You did this, and then
love
follow
that.
off with like an Extreme Rules like match or something for the championship. Something big, I think.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah,
Do you know what? You're spot on. Deadly.
something anyway. What do you think? What would you do?
Man, I gotta tell you, I take her. I do an injury angle. I take her off TV for a while, and then I'd
Okay.
have her come back angry and pissed after
Yeah,
the Raw after WrestleMania. I'd have her come back angry and just basically go on a tear and build
that
her
would
up
be
like that.
great.
Yeah,
I
and
think
just
her
when
like her comeback would have like a pop as well because it's like, oh my god, it's Jay Cargill.
massive. And look, have her come back and do something we know she can do. So like show an excellent display of strength. Have her come back and lift three people on her shoulders.
Yeah,
Do a John Cena, do an FU or what's it called, the attitude adjustment. He's only gone a week, and I'm already forgetting. He said we would forget him. I haven't. Um,
never.
never. But look, that's what I do anyway. I think it's the right thing to do. I think, in my opinion, I like your idea as well. There's no wrong or right there, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Also, speaking of injuries and stuff, bring back. I can't wait till Jacob Fatu comes back. Please,
Yes,
just come back.
yes.
It's not the same.
And Bianca, as you rightly pointed out a
Yeah.
few minutes ago.
And on the topic of Jacob, we are now to the last ever, the lovely, lovely match that we were so looking forward to, guys. Our favorite faction, our favorite family in WWE. What did you think of the last ever part on SmackDown?
Right. Look, here's the thing. It was a no contest. It was very average. It's a bit boring. There's tag teams that deserve a spotlight more than they do. Here's the
Yes.
thing. I seen a video of Solo the other day after it was after the camera stopped rolling and Cody was in the ring and a few of them were in the ring and he did the whole play Jey Uso. He did Keith a favor. He
Oh yeah.
he played he played it back, right? And that man has personality. Anybody just YouTube Solo Sikoa funny moments.
Yeah.
WWE, Noel said this on the podcast. Noel has said it a couple of times. WWE need to lean into Solo Sikoa's personality. It's there. It's strong.
Yeah.
He's hilarious naturally. He's brilliant.
Yes.
Let him be himself more. This whole this whole Godfather thing, I don't know where it went like that. Speaking of Joe Pesci, that wasn't Joe Pesci,
You
but
come to
he
the day my daughter's wedding. Like,
yeah,
exactly. I don't get it.
called me the day of my daughter's wedding, which is a bad impression. I'm not good at them, but
Like,
it they need to get rid of it. Have them lean into like the Rock. Have them lean into the way
yeah.
they leaned in with the Rock. Have them be
Have him
smart,
like
quick,
this, like,
and funny.
yeah, exactly. Have him like roasting people. Have him like say insults and stuff. Have him away from the whole MFT thing, definitely. Because he's a funny character. I just feel like a whole rebrand for him would just be amazing. I would rather watch that than Jey Uso, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not sure what's going on with Jey Uso. I think there's a
Yeah.
bit there's stuff we probably don't know about that's going on with Jey Uso. Unreal 2 is coming out, so we might get a bit more of a clue at Unreal 2. They
It's
did say there's going to be some Survivor Series bombshells on that. We're going to
very
see
excited.
some. Yeah, I can't wait.
Very.
But look, I'll be honest with you. This whole thing, it's just rinse and repeat, isn't it?
Yeah, and I
It's
mean,
just
like,
very.
every week we go on and defend the Wyatt Six, but again, the creative just is not doing anything with them at the minute, and it is very disheartening to see. Very
Yeah.
disheartening because there's so much there that could be evolved, so much they could work with, but again, it's just as you said, rinse and repeat.
Before I came onto this, I picked up a T-shirt. It was a Wyatt Six T-shirt. It's the new kind of like Wizard of Oz one, and I was about to put it
Yeah,
on. I was like, "Do you know what? Ah, not that they're gonna get any
not this
message from
week.
Bren not wearing a T-shirt, but I love the
So,
T-shirt. It's available in Wrestling Mania, Stevens Green, third floor, just up beside Asha. It's
yes,
quality, one of my favorite T-shirts. But I decided to go with OG SmackDown this week.
lovely.
Um,
I'll be there
yes,
actually at WrestleMania on Monday. I'm very excited. Taking a trip. Very
where?
excited. WrestleMania to go get a few bits.
Oh, sorry. So
I'm
here's
going,
how I
I'm
took
going
that.
WrestleMania.
Are you going to WrestleMania?
I'm
Ah,
going WrestleMania,
brilliant.
guys.
Yeah, you're gonna pop in on Monday.
Yeah, definitely get a few bits before the Christmas, I think.
Ah, deadly, deadly. Did you hear that, Noel?
Yes.
You'll be visited on Monday. That's bleeding deadly. Overall, though, SmackDown. What did we think?
Honestly, again, I feel like it's just this kind of average episode. I mean, I think the first two episodes that we had, they were brilliant SmackDowns. We were like, this is
Deadly.
going to be great. Brilliant SmackDowns. Going to keep continuing. But all I have to say is if they want to move to 3 hours, they need to shake it up. And we say this every week. Before the
Hmm.
3 hour mark, they need to just rebrand it, shake it up, have it interesting. But I guess we're just going to have to see. And I think the highlight, of course, was Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov versus DIY for me.
Yeah, definitely. And look, no surprises there. Dragonov
Yeah,
gets man of the match, gets man of the event. Zero surprises there. So look, I agree with you again, Emma. This SmackDown was this is our sixth show, and so far 2 out of the 6. My daughter just did 6-7. I don't know what 6-7 is.
I don't
I
get it
don't know what
either,
it
but
is. I am away with it. But look, this is our sixth show, and 2 out of 6 is not great. Two out of 6. So look, here's hoping it gets better. We'll have a lot more to cover in January. This day next week we'll be covering a SmackDown that's already been pre-recorded. I'm going to try avoid spoilers, although one thing was
I have already been
impossible to
spoiled.
avoid. Yeah,
Yes.
there was one thing that was impossible to avoid, and just in case anybody hasn't seen it, I won't touch on it. I'll talk to you
We will.
about it when we go off air very quick.
I thought you were going to say we'll talk to you after. I'll message you after, girls. Don't worry.
I'll message you, girlos. Shouldn't have done that. Hello. But yeah, you know, I think what we should do is we should take some comments before I say something stupid again.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, hello, girlos. I know my daughter's slagging me. That's why it's funny. Uh, Gunther versus Brock SummerSlam. Look, let's hope this retirement angle isn't true, Ekosa. Um, yes, she has had a great year, Roseanne Perez. Um, Keith Siri, I had her for once to watch. All right, Keith, no need to be
Oh well.
aggressive. Good
Yeah,
lord.
Jade.
Uh,
Okay.
Keith, sorry. Hey, David, don't apologize to Keith. Do not
I
apologize
don't
to Keith.
apologize to nobody.
My friend, you are the mystic meg of wrestling normally. Why, Acers, why is Triple H booking 3 stages of hell in Berlin on January 9th? Is he? I
Hmm?
love the 3 stages of hell match. I used to love them. It's basically best 2 out of 3. But
Yeah.
what they do it have you ever seen a 3 stages of hell match? Yeah,
Yes.
so it's basically a gimmick
Brilliant.
match. So it might start as a singles match, and then
Yeah.
I don't know, a hardcore match, and then a ladder match, something along the
That'd
line.
be
I
great.
like that, Acers. I wasn't aware, so if you can let me know what they're gonna do with that, what where the direction you think you're gonna go. She's been amazing. All right, thank you very much, Acers. 2009. He's obviously talking about the Triple H and Randy
Yes.
Orton thing. Thank you. It's the start of a Cody heel turn. We touched on that earlier on. Randy Orton heel turn to 2026 against Cody. That's more
Miss
likely. Maybe that might align with the Aldis heel turn. Why did Triple H book SmackDown on the 9th for the Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre? Is that official? I didn't see that anywhere. Did you see that anywhere?
I did not see anything anywhere. Not gonna lie.
Ace
So
Acers is on the money, so I am a
yeah,
hundred. I totally believe him.
we
He's on the
believe in you.
money and 100%. Layla wanted me to say it's going to turn on Dragunov to win the US champion. Well, David, um, let's see what happens. Let's see
Yes.
what happens. I say Hayes has been great over the past month. He has. I think it's da, 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 da. 2 seconds. Comic Al. I know who this is. What a great
Hello.
username. Probably one of the greatest usernames I have ever seen.
That's
My
quite
friend
clever.
Alan, good to see you, my man. Gunther will retire AJ Styles. Triple H started to plant the seeds on Raw. Acers, I seen that. I'm not happy at all.
I'll dig up
Uh,
the seat at this rate.
yeah, then dig up the CD. The CD. What planet am I on? Dig up the seeds and then basically throw the
Boycott.
mug at. I
Yeah.
wish. Don't get that. The issue is the female roster isn't as strong as Raw, so it's hard to book Jade Cargill as a credible, says Keith. Keith, let's talk about it on Pro Wrestling Weekly.
Yeah. Jade Cargill and Raquel Rodriguez. Let's have it.
Let's do it. We need Randy back. I totally agree with you, and I think that's happening soon. Probably the Rumble, or maybe SmackDown when it goes 3 hours.
We'll have to see.
Uh,
And
roll it back. So are you? Go on.
speaking of Randy Orton, my top moment of 2025 was talking to Randy Orton and my sister meeting him.
Of course, you got to meet Randy Orton. How cool is that?
Yes. My little sister did not know he was there. She's been a fan since she was 3 years old. And he came over, and there's two guys in front of her, and he pushed the two guys, and it was her birthday.
Oh,
So he signed it, and the sign is like laminated and hanging up in our house and everything.
that is
Just had to be
class.
there. Yeah.
Do you know what? I actually think Niall has some signed Randy Orton stuff in at WrestleMania.
She'll
Very
cry.
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Keith, sounds like you're a fan of the roll it back.
Oh,
Maybe, yeah. Maybe he's a
yeah.
fan of four
Go on,
letters,
Keith.
one word, yeet.
Yeet.
I want Wyatt Six to work so much. I think it's starting to get legs. It needs the right opponents. I agree with you, my man
Yeah.
Davey. Hey, hello Sharon. Good to see you. Hey, Justin from
Hello.
work. How are you? How's it going? I think Anto texted me earlier on. I'll get back to him. Lash and Jade would be a good match. Yes, it would, Sharon.
Yes.
So that kind of wraps up the comments. Shall we look at some
Brilliant.
slides?
Let's do it. This is going to be fun, guys. This is where it gets fun.
Right. So let's react to this.
Oh, it's just everyone knew. I hate the whole thing of the spoilers coming out now because,
Mhm.
but it just loses the whole like magic of it almost. It loses the anticipation, the oh my god moments. It's just like they unmask him expecting this huge pop, and everyone's like, yeah, we know. Like, put the
I
mask
know.
back on and go home. Like, we know it's you.
Take it easy, Justin Timberlake, huh? He took off his
It's
mask and
gonna
was
be
like,
me.
it's, yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say, it's going to be me. Speaking of boy bands, and there we go. Um, yeah, so I think that links up with, I think you're bang on with the leaks. 100% bang on with the leaks. I like Austin Theory. I really do.
Yeah.
And I want them to succeed. Like all wrestlers, anybody who steps into the ring, I really want them to succeed. If I don't like them, my favorite thing is when they prove me wrong. It's
Yeah.
fantastic when I can change my opinion on somebody. But again, I said it a couple of weeks ago. I said it last week, and I'll say it one more time. If you have the ability to change your live television and you have the ability to swerve, do it. Because we know
Yeah.
that there was more than one person under those masks. We
Yeah,
know that.
exactly.
So
And like, as well as this, I was actually thinking about this. Imagine if the way he wants to kind of join the vision. Imagine they have a segment, he comes out to the vision, and they're just denying him. That would be a complete swerve, or they're like, you're not allowed. Get away here now. And it's like, what's he gonna do now? Whole rebrand again.
that's genius. That is that's so good, and I think you're dead right. If they can do something like that and
Yeah.
incorporate a listen, we thank you for your help, but piss off,
Like, we're
dead.
full here. Like, what do you bring to our table? Like, I can imagine Paul Heyman saying that almost.
Although there's another twist as well that maybe
Okay.
Seth Rollins gave him a shout, told him to infiltrate, and then him and Seth Rollins set up their own splinter group when he comes back.
Not bad. Not bad.
It's all right. It's all right.
No.
What's
6-7. My little sister does
uh,
it. Don't get it.
oh, stop. No, Rosie's brilliant at it. Well, it's not hard to be brilliant at, but she's very funny about it. What did you think of this? Now, obviously, look, this picture is it's clearly AI.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. The interview happened, but I found this on the intranet, and I thought it
Okay.
was brilliant, and I thought we'd use it. Any
Yeah.
clear was there any clarity with the John Cena ending?
No, there's none. And actually, his whole thing about The Rock and Travis Scott, where he's like, it's not a case of what do we do now. I thought that was quite good.
Yeah.
I think he was kind of the same as everyone else, where it's like, they just left kind of. I only saw a few clips from it. I have to actually watch the full thing. What did you think of the whole interview?
Look, I love Cody and I love John Cena, but I thought there was a lot of unanswered questions that remain unanswered.
Yeah.
Uh, Completely remain unanswered. Am I happy? Absolutely not. I think, look, like what he said about Travis Scott, a lot of people are quick to blame Cena. Not blame him, but say, look, he's part of the problem. He has enough stroke to turn around and say, no, this isn't happening. But I don't
Yeah.
think he's ever been that kind of guy.
He's
Um,
a company guy at the end of the day. He's
yeah,
not going to turn and be like, Travis, what are you doing? He's just going to say, like, okay, what do we do now? You know?
100%, 100%. And look, with that in mind, something else came into the news, as we know, and it
Yes.
was this. Now, Sport Bible. I'm not sure how reliable they are. I don't think they're that reliable. And to be honest, I've seen this headline previously in other places as well. I actually think this is a lot of bollocks. I don't think
Yeah.
his job is. I shouldn't record. I'm like Slim Shady here. I don't think his job is at risk or anything like that. Um, Although I seen this and I was thinking, look, if this was any other company, and let's just say the customer base was really annoyed and you were getting lashed out of it online, if this was a football team and the results weren't as good and everything was declining, your job would be in it would be in check. Do you think there's
Yeah.
any truth to this? What's your opinion?
I don't think really there's any truth because I mean it's Triple H. He is like the top dog here, and of course I feel like a lot of people at WWE aren't happy, but I don't think it's just like he's gonna get sacked. They're gonna walk in and be like, "Listen, buddy, you're out. Let's bring in the next guy." It's not like that there, I think. So it's
Yeah.
not reliable, but I mean, it's a good point to bring up, to be honest. With everything
Yeah.
going on after the John Cena match, you can't blame them for making a headline like that.
Do you know what it is, Emma? It was how he looked,
Oh,
how he laughed at the crowd, and how he
don't.
said I expected more.
Oh,
And look, I don't want to beat a dead horse. That
but
annoyed me.
yeah, same. The smug smile, knowing that there's people out there wanting a different outcome, holding on for a different outcome, and then he's just like, oh, okay, you know?
Yeah, I love Triple H. I've loved him since his Hunter Hearst Helmsley days in the '90s.
Yeah,
When he was the Astrocrat. Oh, I can't pronounce it. But when he was the posh dude, probably
yeah.
go with. Even as far as Terror Rising in WCW. But it's not good. Do I think he should get sacked? No, I think somebody
I,
should. I don't know. Somebody should say,
someone
listen,
needs to
wake up.
help him almost. Like, they need
Yeah.
to bring in someone to just almost be like, look, I'm gonna help you decide this. Let's get people in creative. Like, they just need to do something, I think.
You were saying before the show that there's a bit of a rumor.
Yes, so I, again, don't know how true it is. It might not, but apparently people from TNA who had contacted WWE. I sound like I sound like Santino. WWE, WWE
She's
were
back.
told
I love that.
back, but WWE were told that they are currently not going to hire people for a long time to trim the
Well,
payroll, which is a crazy rumor if you think about it.
yeah, it is. And look, if it is true, I, uh, and I'm Tony Khan. I absolutely, I start changing things. I start switching things around. I think, in my opinion, AEW has had they've had a solid year, but I still see them as a Ring of Honor type company in the mid 2000s, which
Mm.
isn't bad in the
It
mid
Yeah,
2010s.
it's
It's not the
not bad.
worst, but they're
No,
not competing.
I mean AW. We had our very own Irish Session Moth Martina in Manchester.
Yes. Ah, great show. She was on Ring of Honor again.
Yes, which is brilliant to see. So, you know what, AEW, you get thumbs up for me this week.
Oh, that's a massive thumbs up. Session with Martina remake, because remember she debuted for Ring of Honor and then the
Yes,
pandemic happened and now she's getting another opportunity which is well deserved. One of the hardest working wrestlers who's going to
yeah,
open the door to people like you
yes,
and who's had the door open previously by Becky, by Lyra.
yeah,
Um, this
exactly.
is really good news for like you're seeing that you've seen that over the weekend on the line as they say. How does that make you feel as an aspiring up and coming wrestler?
It's so inspiring to see because it's like, and it makes you want to put in the work, put in the effort because you see how much it pays off now, especially for female wrestlers and stuff going into the industry. You see how much it pays off, and it's so well deserved for Session Moth Martina. She's just brilliant. She's absolutely amazing.
I think she's tremendous. I've
Yeah,
been a fan of her since the days of Kaza.
yeah,
And I think she's tremendous. I love her work, and I'm absolutely over the moon for somebody who, by the way, I've spoken to on a handful of times. Don't know her personally, but I have spoken to her on a handful of times, and she seems like an absolute diamond. So I'm
yeah,
absolutely over the moon for her, and I wish her all the best. That is quality.
brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
I am. I sent you a message today, so I sent them a message today, and I asked her, could we bring it up? So
Yes,
I'm gonna show the picture, and Emma is in full agreement that we're gonna bring it up. Um, Sports Illustrated have pro wrestling awards, and Emma, I'm gonna put this up, and I'm gonna ask, what in the Tony Khan's payroll is this?
I don't know what he's after doing to be honest, because Sports Illustrated has said that Tony Khan is the man at this rate. They have said that he is the best thing since sliced bread.
It's just you're dead right. I mean, look, man's wrestler of the year now. Look, Hangman Adam Page, not a bad shout, but he's not the wrestler of the year now. Dave on Pro Wrestling Weekly, Dave thinks he's wrestler of the year. That's Dave's opinion, and that's great and all that. I can see where Dave is coming from, but
Yeah,
he's not wrestler of the year. He's
no,
just not.
he's not, to be honest. And like, I've seen a bit of like stuff from AEW this year, and he's been phenomenal. He's had a great year, but I don't know. the top awards for 2025. And then don't get me started on the next one. Just don't get
Well,
me.
before I get you started on the next one,
Oh,
I'm gonna
lads.
throw some names out. Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, John Cena in his final year. They gave him a consolation prize at the end.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Um, so there's so many other dragging off as well. What a comeback! And I think they might
Dominic
mention him down the
Mysterio,
line.
even.
Dom Mysterio. Dom Mysterio. What is
Yeah.
wrong with Sports Illustrated? They got this so wrong, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But Women's Wrestling of the Year,
I,
Mercedes Moné, Sasha
that's.
Banks, Mrs. I'm gonna go to Smiths by 12 belts. It's balls, absolute balls.
I
Should
mean,
not be the case.
Sports Illustrated should have Becky Lynch. Let's be honest. I think that would have been funny.
They should have had Becky Lynch. What a
She's been
year Becky Lynch has had.
a great heel turn. I think at first we were all a bit
The
skeptical, but she's
best.
a great heel turn. You know, she had a match with AJ Lee. It's been great. It would have been gas even to have her as female wrestler of the year, because
It
then she
would have
could bring
fit the narrative.
that exactly. But I don't know how Mercedes Moné got it. I'm just listen. There's no hate to her whatsoever. She works hard, but I personally am not a fan. That's all.
Not great. Tony Storm should have had that all day
Yeah.
long.
Oh
Look,
yes.
Tony Storm, like far better year.
Brilliant on the mic.
Every
She,
metric, every metric,
yeah, she carries the company. She's not a champion, as you've said before.
100%, 100%. I've an issue with another something else that I'm going to touch on now in a sec. Look, Kyle Fletcher is a great kind of breakout star of the year. I would have said other names, but
Yeah.
what I want your opinion on best in ring is Will Ospreay. Is it me or was Will Ospreay in the ring that much this year? Was he?
I don't think like I haven't from what obviously I can't comment that much because I'm not a huge like AW watcher or anything, but I didn't see much of it. I've seen more about other stars in the ring. I've seen more about others. I don't get that one. What do you think?
I I love Will Ospreay. In that I
Yeah.
seen him in OTT, and he had a beautiful moment after the event, and he seemed like a really cool top bloke as well. Uh, no, not great. And look, just like, even a couple of the other things, heel turn of the year, and the year where John Cena turns heel. He heel turn of the year is not heel turn and run of the year. It's heel turn of the year, and that was
Yes.
John Cena all day. I love Naomi, one of my
Yeah.
favorite wrestlers, but comeback performer of the year, Dragonoff, perfect, best on the mic. Tony
Brilliant.
Storm should have been mentioned a few other times. But the only thing I want to say about this list, Sports Illustrated, no credibility at all as far as I'm concerned.
No,
Not that they're worried about Bren Reed and Dublin, but no,
no.
terrible, terrible. What do you think overall?
I just like there's a few there, of course. I think Tony Storm on the mic. I think best match as well was to Rhea, Io, and Bianca, which you know what, fair enough. Would it be my
Yeah.
pick? Not personally, but I could definitely see it. And heel turn of the year was the one that got me because John Cena's heel turn was so impactful on
Hmm.
social media, on everything. People
Every
were
metric.
crying. Like I don't know. It was almost like they were like, okay, enough of WWE. We'll give them a few, but we'll move to
Yeah.
AEW. So I don't know.
Well, look, I think what we should do is let's finish it up with a few comments because
Yeah,
there's a few there, and I think I need to cool down a little bit
yeah, me too.
because that is ridiculous. Sharon, hate it. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the leaks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
Far too much being leaked lately. I agree.
definitely
When
sharp.
you look at the vision, where do you see theory? I think Emma's idea is brilliant. I love your
Yeah,
idea.
or even the Seth
Reject
thing. Yeah, as or the thing with Seth or something. Have him be rejected, and then have him come back as this like star. Like you've rejected me. I've turned to this kind of. Oh, lads, get Triple H on the phone. Someone call him.
Do you know what? I'd have him on the podcast, and I'd love to address him directly because, like, obviously, look, I'm talking. It's a bloody pipe dream at that stage, but
Mm.
I'd be like, listen, Paul, what are you doing? What are you doing? Sort it out. Listen to the crowd. Stop being so tone deaf. David, I don't know. I think he's just going to get into the division, and we're just going to see that. But look, division overall for me had a bad foundation and a bit of a bad start. And as a group, look at this stage, I want them to set Braun Breaker free.
Yes. And
You know,
Bronson,
Bronson Reed, but the tribal thief, get rid of that.
get rid of it.
Piss
Shake
off.
up. Let's go.
Oh, yes. What else have we got? I got annoyed with the leak, says Keith. With the upcoming Raws, they were pre-taped. Not everything needs to be leaked. I agree with you, Keith. Sharon
Yeah.
Bren, that's exactly what I thought. Seth has something to do with it. Sharon, I hope we're onto something.
Hopefully.
But
Be
then
brilliant.
we'll know 3 weeks before it happens.
Yeah, we'll know tonight.
I think Cody is turning bad guy, is coming fast. Good, needs to happen. Keith's in there. I wanted to slap his smug face when he hugged John and smiled in the ring. Same, Sharon.
What was funny was like you saw CM Punk get in the ring and give Triple H the little like side stare, like you are dumb.
Your boy is as honest as they come. Lila, by the way, I think Triple H likes hate going back to his health days.
We were actually
He
saying that
likes the
on
hate.
yeah, we were saying that on the weekly Pro Wrestling Weekly that it's almost like he almost likes it because he's back as his heel character, like. So I don't.
100%. Come on.
Oh,
Bren fancies the pants off session. What? Hey, hey, everybody fancies Martina. That's what I'll say.
everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant heel days. That's no problem, Davey. Rosemary, how's it going? How are you? How
Hello.
is life? I don't know why I did a bit of a jazz hands there. I'm like,
Oh,
jazz hands.
hello. Hello, Rosemary.
Mr. Bean. EO Sky versus WrestlePalooza was female match of the year. Says you, David. Let's see. Alistair Black says Rosemary versus Damian Priest is amazing.
You said Aleister Black said Rosemary versus Damien Priest is
Oh,
amazing.
sorry, Rosemary.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry, Rosemary.
You know what? We had tech difficulties at the start, and it's domino affected the way I'm doing things. Alistair Black versus Damian Priest is amazing. I just wanted to end Rosemary. I agree with you. Look,
Yeah.
the physicality between them is good. I would just like it to end. Theory will be a pinfall. You reckon? As in, he's going to be one to take the pinfalls of the group
That
because could be.
yeah, could be.
Breaker would be far better alone. Sharon, I totally
Yeah,
agree with you. It's time to let the big dog free.
get him out
Seth
of the
will
door.
hire Austin to work against Division. Rosemary, again, I think you might be onto something. LA Night 2026. David, that is an interesting comment. You are somebody who knows the future, so I'll take your word for it. What do you
Yes.
think of the LA Knight situation?
I feel like it's now or never. Put the brakes on him. Have him get something because at the end of the day, he's not getting any younger. He's really not, and he's so well deserving. I mean, look back like just a few years ago when like they were putting the brakes on him, and now it just seemed to be flatlined. So
Yeah, look, he deserves it. Personally, I think it might be too late to pull that trigger.
yeah,
Personally,
yeah,
that's just what I think. I think um, put a middle belt on him for sure. Give him the Intercontinental belt. That belt
yeah.
has some serious value to it.
It could be great
Um,
for him having the belt as well.
100%. But putting him as world champion, I think at this stage we might be setting him up for failure. But again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope
Yes,
I'm wrong because Dave reckons he's going to come back to the Royal Rumble. Austin with buzz cut is slick, says Rosemary. Yeah, he looks cool. Although I did see his comeback look. Did you see his comeback look?
yeah,
He's got the pants on.
yeah,
Kind of looks like he pissed his pants a bit.
yeah. I don't know
Shouldn't have
if,
said that,
if
but it does look like he pissed his pants a bit. Um, so when he fails, Sharon, I agree with you. He deserves something good to happen. LA Knight versus Braun Breaker. I think to rephrase that, LA Knight will be fed to Braun Breaker, and Breaker will absolutely demolish him.
yes,
Royal Rumble will be class, some good returns. Let's hope Jericho comes back, Rosemary. And I'll throw it out there. Royal Rumble is going to be on at 7 o'clock on the Saturday it's shown, right? I forget the date, but it's going to be on at 7 o'clock in Ireland and UK,
Beautiful.
which means we will be watching it live on YouTube. It's already set up. The upper tier will be watching it. We always have great crack on the watch alongs. We'll talk about it closer to the time. And at this stage, I'm expecting the winner to be leaked in the next week anyway.
Yeah.
Um,
Sami Zayn.
Edge, Sharon, Edge is not coming back.
Edge not
He's
come
not
back.
coming back until 2027 at least. He's not. I'd love to see Edge back. But Sami Zayn, do you think Sami Zayn's winning the Rumble?
I would love to see him win the Rumble. I would love to see it.
I want to see Sami Zayn do big things. Um,
Yes.
we are big fans of Sami Zayn in the upper tier, and we will
Yes.
fly that flag. We will fly
I
that flag.
That would be insane. It would be amazing.
Great stuff, says Rosemary. I live in hope, says Sharon. YouTube? Question mark. It's not. Is it not on Netflix? The Royal Rumble. We're not on Netflix, Keith. We'll be doing the watch along on YouTube.
Not yet.
Netflix hasn't picked us up yet, Keith. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
I'll check the
With
emails after this.
100%. Keith does amazing top fives every Monday on the Upper Tier YouTube channel. Check them out. Keith, smashing work. I'm loving your videos. Dave does dynamite videos every week to talk about AEW. Niall does the football shows. Niall and Mark, Niall and Daz. Like, subscribe, follow the Upper Tier, check out the programs from the football to the wrestling. That's our
Yes.
little plug. Set returns at the Rumble. I hope so.
Brilliant.
That would
He'll
be
have
cool.
he'll have a great outfit. Be great.
Sharon loves Sammy, as do we. Sammy versus Punk. Sammy turn heel. Maybe.
Elimination
Has,
Chamber. Bosh.
has there been any news on Kevin Owens? David, I'm glad you asked because that hug that Kevin Owens, the embrace between Kevin Owens and John Cena was a beautiful thing.
Yes.
About 2 weeks before that, Kevin Owens put a video of him, not him in the gym, but basically somebody walking towards the gym or training, which indicates to me Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho back at the Royal Rumble. This is
2020.
not. It's going to be amazing. I am so sorry I misread that, Bren. Keith, you're all good, my man. You just keep hammering out those top five shows. Samri has everything to be world champ. Rosemary, first of all, I think this is your first time commenting. Welcome. Keep watching because
Yes.
you are on fire and you're dead right. 100%. So,
Can
before
you
we
imagine?
finish up, Emma,
Yeah.
sorry, go on.
Can you imagine if like Sammy was like a champion and then Kevin Owens came back and saw this?
That's,
That'd be great.
it writes itself. It
Yeah,
writes itself.
exactly. Someone get me in the creative.
Before we finish up, Emma, I have a question for you. And that
Yeah.
question is for those of you who know, if you've been watching the show, you know Emma is on a pro wrestling journey. She started training a few months ago. She's
Yes.
kicking ass. She's smashing it.
I'm currently
Emma,
on.
have you any? How are you getting on? Have you any updates or anything you can share or can't share at the moment? Is there something we need to potentially watch out for, or can you say anything? If not, that's all right.
Um, I have I have gear, which is
We
great.
have gear.
We have
Deadly.
gear. So kind of watch out in the next few weeks. I'll be talking a bit more about it. And right now I'm on break for Christmas, which is nice. I'm back in Wexford with the family, which is quite nice. But then right after Christmas we're back to it and I'll have more news hopefully, which is great.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can kick off the new year with some really good news because FFPW have a show in January which we will be attending. We'll all be at.
Yeah.
Emma will be there. I'll be there. And a couple of the other upper tiers will be there. It's going to be a great show. So keep an eye out for Fight Factory Pro Wrestling. Visit the Facebook, the Twitter, the TikTok
Instagram.
machine. I'm not sure they have TikTok. Yeah, Insta. I'm terrible at this stuff. Um, Kevin and Jericho will be class, and we'll finish up with this now in a second. Sammy and Punk for the title. maybe.
Great.
We need
Yeah.
Kevin Owens. Keith, I'd love it, but I don't think that's going to happen. And Daddy, can't wait to see Full Gear. So,
Yeah.
I think we're probably better off finishing up. I want to end by
Yeah.
saying I apologize for the tech issues at the start. I kind of messed up the show a little bit in terms of me going on and off. I messed it up for myself. Yeah, so I just wanted to apologize.
You're all good. We had a great show anyway. It's been great. Everyone's been commenting great opinions, I think.
You know what? It's been an absolute blast. And like I said, WWE should make Christmas dinners. I'd buy that Christmas dinner.
I'd eat it.
Well, look, like I said, every Saturday we're live. Every Wednesday or Tuesday we're live. In this case, we're going to be live this Tuesday at 8 o'clock Irish time. Football shows on Mondays and Thursdays. Obviously, with it being Christmas next week, there'll be a bit of an adjustment. Keep your eye on the channel, like, subscribe, stay in touch. And thank you so much for being part of this
Thanks,
show.
guys.
An amazing show. And I hope everybody has an amazing week ahead and a very Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whichever way you want to put it. Either
Yes.
way, we will be back with you Tuesday, 8 o'clock Irish time on the upper tier.
For a great
Good
Christmas
night,
show.
all the best, and see you all soon.
Bye, guys.